So in this video, we're going to talk all about Costa Mesa. And Costa Mesa is a big city and it has a lot of different neighborhoods.
Medium-sized city, really.
Well, okay, that's true. But what I mean is that the neighborhoods are very different. So if you don't really know, what each neighborhood is like, you're probably going to pick the wrong property. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to give you a full map tour. So just stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? I'm Sean Dezahd.
And I'm Courtney Dezahd.
And we're with Keller Williams Realty right here in Orange County, California. And if this is your first time in the channel and you want to know everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, and playing in Orange County, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the little bell so you're notified every time a new video comes out. Now, we get so many calls from people looking to buy or sell a home in Orange County. We absolutely love it. So whether you think about moving to, moving from, or moving within Orange County, either give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.
So we are in Orange County. See this beautiful...
The beacon of light in the darkness of California.
Yes, here it is amazing. So basically, obviously, we are partial
and
to.
By the way, I'm totally exhausted right now because our son had night terrors last night.
Yes.
And I think I got 4 hours of sleep.
No,
I
you
had-
got
I
a whole
had-
4 hours though. I got less.
Because I had to get up at 4:45. So.
Yes. So basically, so this is Orange County, right?
The beacon of light.
Yes. So basically, what you have is LA County above you, San Diego below you, Inland Empire to the east of you. And what's great about Orange County itself is that you're in the LA media market, and so you get all the great perks of it, but without having to live in LA.
Yeah, that's true. That's the best part. Well, not the best part. That's one of the perks of living in Orange
Yeah,
County.
we live behind the orange curtain, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna, in doing so, I'm gonna make this an orange curtain. This here. So we are happily within the orange curtain here.
Okay, so let's talk about Costa Mesa,
Okay.
which is it's just kind of in the center. I know we say Irvine is smack dab center
Yes.
of
Orange County itself?
County.
Yes.
But Costa Mesa is right next to Irvine. It's a
Yes.
neighbor.
So let's
yes.
go check out Costa Mesa. Let's zoom in. Okay, so Costa Mesa itself, if we pan back a little bit to get a little bit of like Orange County's, like where it is in Orange County. So it's pretty centrally located itself.
Well, it's very central.
Yeah, it's like it's right next to
You want
Irvine.
to click on Irvine. So Irvine, we kind of say, okay, that's the true center of Orange County.
Yes, but Costa Mesa is right next
Costa
to it.
Mesa is a neighbor. Okay, so now here we are back in Costa Mesa.
Yes. So what we love about Costa Mesa here is that, okay, the 5 and the 405 and the 405 and the 73 freeways merge here. You got other freeways. You got the 55 freeway along one side of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
It actually runs all the way down through here. So this is all through here. This is all you got. This is the 55 freeway, and it dumps you to the beach, basically.
Yeah, to Newport Beach, because Newport Beach, you want to circle where Newport Beach is?
Yes, so Newport Beach is right here.
Yeah.
And this is where all the ritzy properties are. You got your beachfront properties, you got your harborfront properties, you got like so many things going. And Costa Mesa is right next to it. And dare I say that Costa Mesa has better weather than Newport.
It does.
And
it actually does. Because Newport can have, okay, so we're talking about the most spoiled people with regards to weather in the entire world.
Yes.
Newport, in any beach city, you can have sort of like a little bit of fog in the
bit
morning.
of a marine layer.
Yeah,
So
marine
you have
layer.
a little overcast in the summer, and like you have the June gloom thing going on. So it's a little chilly. You might need to wear a little light jacket sometimes.
Yeah, and maybe the sky won't be as blue.
Yes, but Costa Mesa, because it's just a little bit off the coast
Slightly
here.
inland,
just
yeah.
slightly in, right? So what you have here is that it's just absolutely exquisite weather.
Yeah.
And in particular, if we're going to talk about the exquisite weather, I have to say that, okay, within Costa Mesa itself, Eastside Costa Mesa has probably the best weather, and actually it is the home of your favorite neighborhood in all of Orange County.
Yes, and part of that is because of the weather.
Yes, it is just absolutely just beautiful weather here.
You want to circle what Eastside Costa Mesa is?
So Eastside Costa Mesa is right along there.
Yeah.
And so what you have is it's basically right next to the Back Bay.
Yeah, so
the
that's
Back
the
Bay
bay.
is right here. So like the Back Bay is right there, and then also it's super close to the coastline as well. And so you have the Back Bay, which is bringing water and keeping the temperature nice and very just nice. And then you obviously have the Pacific Ocean, which keeps keeps it really nice as well.
Yeah, and there's actually, technically, you can circle the little spot of it that's actually Newport Beach. You want to show the Santa Ana Heights?
Yeah, so that's that little area right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. So basically, there's a little sliver, like just next to John Wayne Airport, where that's still what they call Santa Ana Heights, and this is kind of your, Newport. Like this is technically Newport
and
Beach.
right here too.
That's not really Santa Ana Heights. That's unincorporated.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, so this is mostly like your Santa Ana Heights. This is where you have some big houses and
Yeah,
stuff.
so that's Newport Beach though.
Yeah, that's Newport Beach. But yeah, and then also, okay, one thing people ask us about Eastside Costa Mesa is the flight path, because
Yes.
so John Wayne Airport, right there, right?
Yes.
So in Eastside Costa Mesa is right here, and so what we were literally doing a video earlier where we were standing right about there.
So if you're standing directly under, so you can see there's no houses. So if you're standing in Back Bay directly under the flight path,
That's pretty much where we were.
Yeah.
So we were
You will
right.
hear it.
Yeah, the planes literally take off,
Yeah.
and you will actually. You'll hear
You'll
some
see
noise.
it, and
yeah,
you'll see it, yeah.
and it actually is pretty loud.
Yeah.
Now, Eastside Costa Mesa is a little bit off to the west, and you're not really. I mean, it's
you're not
there
directly under.
You're not under the flight path per
Yeah.
se. However, you will. If
You
you're
will
listening
hear it,
for
yeah.
it, you will find it. But honestly, my mom like lived there for years, and I didn't like. I mean, you very quickly just tune it out.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
I
sure.
never had once an issue with it. Now, so that's but Eastside Costa Mesa. What people love about it.
But saying that though, if that would bother you, the sound of planes, then I would not recommend Eastside Costa Mesa.
I mean, if you if he's super hypersensitive.
But I mean, some people are. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
true.
are hypersensitive to it, then don't live there.
Well, actually, and I would say that because Eastside Costa Mesa is kind of long here, it's not all of Eastside Costa Mesa that
Yeah,
you know.
that's
Like
true.
as you
That's
actually get
true.
farther south,
Towards the Newport Harbor.
toward the Newport itself, you really don't pick up much
Yeah, you don't.
airplane noise
You
at
don't.
all. So because actually, I used to go to elementary school right about here, and I don't think I've ever heard the airplane and so so basically. Yeah, so Eastside Costa Mesa, you kind of have it's such a long stretch that yes, in the top part, you definitely can hear the planes if
Yeah.
you're listening for them, but as you go farther south, you're not going to hear as much.
Yeah, for sure.
And then also, what people love about Eastside Costa Mesa is, and what you love about it is that it's just got this variation. It's
Yeah, the
got
houses are
variety,
the houses
the
are
spice of life. Amazing.
No, I would just say the houses are very charming and eclectic and cute, and the neighborhood is just so pretty and
Yeah, and you have actually in this area a decent amount of ADUs too. So you can,
additional dwelling units.
yeah, so you do have a bit of that where you have these properties that you can have an extra space that either let's say you have a family member live there or a friend or whatever, or you could rent it out potentially. So you do have some possibilities of making more use of your single family residence than just residing in it, so you have some flexibility there.
Yeah, you can have your mother-in-law living there, or with us. My mom lived with us for 7 years.
Yeah,
so.
so that was true. But so basically, and then and then if you're in Eastside Costa Mesa, so you have properties different ages, because it's a very established area. And this is honestly going for all of Costa Mesa, to be honest with you, that these properties were built, 50s, 60s, 70s. But there are also obviously some properties that are built much newer than that, pretty new construction, but you're not getting large developments at all in this area like that.
Yeah.
And then also what I love about Eastside Costa Mesa is that, so yeah, the 55 freeway, very convenient to get you down in Newport or out to the 73 and the 405 freeways.
Although it can get trafficky, especially in the summer.
Yes, down here, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, so a couple of the biggest intersections in Orange County,
yeah.
is basically right here on 19th Street, and where am I missing? What's here? Where am I? Okay, so on 19th Street here, and where Newport Boulevard meets 19th Street, and basically where 17th Street also hits Newport Boulevard. So
the 55 turns into Newport Boulevard. So when we say Newport Boulevard, it's kind of like 55 Newport Boulevard, same diff, basically.
basically. So you have a freeway that basically stops.
Yeah.
And for some reason, there's a lot of traffic right when the freeway ends. I don't know why. It just hits a stoplight and everything stops there. So basically, you have some pretty huge intersections. So you probably want to avoid that and kind of make your rounds way around it.
That's
it's
true.
pretty easy.
Yeah, you can go down Irvine Avenue. See where Irvine.
I've gone down Irvine Avenue so many times.
I would do. You can
this-
whip down Irvine
you
Avenue.
just go down this way, and it is a way that I've taken.
Yes.
I mean, so many times I can't even count.
Yeah,
so many. And then within Eastside Costa Mesa, one of the big shopping hubs is 17th Street right here. So what people like, this is where you're doing a lot of your shopping.
Yeah.
Right along 17th Street. So you have organic food stores, like you have Sprouts here. Actually, technically, you also have a little bit of shopping going on here. And so you have Mother's Market. That's another organic food store. Mm-hmm. You have Ralph's, of course. So your grocery shopping is handled here.
Yeah,
for one.
For sure.
But then you have tons of restaurants. You have Sidecar Donuts. You have Greenleaf. You have so many things. You have
Crack
banks.
Shack.
You have Crack Shack, which
Richard Blaze.
Yes, my man Crush right there. Like, he can make some mean fried chicken. I don't even like fried chicken that much, but Crack Shack makes some really good fried chicken.
Very true.
Yes. And so Eastside Costa Mesa, you have a lot of variants of properties. You got, newer homes, older homes, all that stuff. And then, again, just the weather here is just
phenomenal.
Beautiful.
The best in the world. I challenge you, wherever you are in the world, tell me a better place that has better weather than Eastside Costa Mesa, and I guarantee you're wrong.
Yes, and also I will say that Eastside Costa Mesa, its major high school that it feeds into is Newport Harbor High School.
Yes.
Which I'm an alumni. And basically, Newport Harbor is ranked very highly on niche.com. So it's a good school. Yes, right there. So all of Eastside Costa Mesa feeds, I believe almost all of Costa Mesa, Eastside Costa Mesa, if I'm not mistaken, all of it feeds into Newport Harbor High School.
That's what you're zoned for, yeah.
Yes. So that's where you're going. That's where you're mixing with a lot of the Newport Beach kids and all that stuff too. But again, just a very highly ranked school there.
Yeah.
And then basically... And then as we go a bit west, so west side Costa Mesa, this is kind of where it's mostly on the other side of the 55 freeway. And as you get close to the Santa Ana River here, this is, the Santa Ana River is what separates Costa Mesa from Huntington Beach. Mm-hmm. And, west side Costa Mesa, again, more established area. You have a lot of properties that are built all sorts of different times. You have a bit more.
It's kind of got an industrial feel too.
It's got a little bit of industrial feel. It got a bit of a multifamily residence kind of feel to it. There's a lot of duplexes, triplexes, that kind of thing. Yeah. And so you have a bit of just a lot more. I mean, definitely a lot more variety than Eastside Costa Mesa, I would say.
Yeah.
Although Eastside Costa Mesa does have, of course, multifamily residential properties as well. But Westside Costa Mesa, your DMV is there. Talbot Park, this place is pretty cool, like along the Santa Ana River. Again, there's a bike path that comes you right to where the mouth of the river. And again, when we talk about river, this is not like a river runs through it kind of thing. This is not the Mississippi River.
It's like a drainage ditch.
Yes, this is just we're just getting the floodwaters out. We are not worried. You're not fishing on these rivers.
No.
I wouldn't fish.
River, I guess.
I wouldn't. I would avoid that personally because I don't imagine that.
You can't touch that water.
Pro tip:
no,
don't be here after a storm.
Yeah, very good tip.
This is all this inland water is kind of flowing out this way. Again, I would avoid it for a couple days. I guess it's really good surfing though, because there's water going through here.
Well, then they always get sick. I mean, I can't tell you how many surfer friends they just go in even though it's a storm and there's advisory to not go in, and then they get sick.
They suffer for their craft.
Yeah, they do.
So again, that's the right there. So basically, but West Side Costa Mesa, really cute area. You got and again, one of the main things about West Side Costa Mesa is you have Harbor Boulevard running through a lot of it, and Harbor Boulevard is just this huge road. Harbor Boulevard I think runs all the way. How far down does it go? Keeps going. In Anaheim, I think it goes into Fulton. I mean, it's just a very it's a boulevard, right? So so basically, it's like 8-10 lanes.
Show what it is with the arrow.
Oh,
Harbor.
Sure. Harbor Boulevard, so right all along there.
Yeah, there's so much shopping and lots of car dealerships.
Yes, so car dealerships are here, like lots
shopping.
Yes. I mean,
it's a huge road, just giant.
Yeah, and you just got, and even along that you have other shopping centers as well. So so people really like that area. And then this College Park area, so this is Orange Coast College. This is an area that Orange Coast College is a very highly ranked junior college. Mm-hmm. In fact, it even has dorms because because of its location or its proximity to the coastline, you get a lot of people from out of state and out of the country that actually go here.
They have a decent amount of international students
that
go there.
And so they actually have dorms, which you don't think of junior colleges as having dorms, but Orange Coast College is one of them. And it's actually over the years, it's just become nicer and nicer, newer buildings. It's just it's a great way to fast track your way. So if you let's say you don't want to pay the exorbitant prices for university right out of high school.
So you do your
you get your
core,
AA,
you get your core curriculum at Orange Coast College, and they have a really good transfer rate. So
to UCs, and in fact, UC Irvine is not too far away from here. UC Irvine is right here, so this is like a top tier. This is, I think, number 35 or 34 ranked in the country, and like that's pretty short distance between your JC and your university.
Yeah.
And so you have that option, and of course you also have Cal State Fullerton too.
And you get to UC Irvine $60,000 richer.
Yes.
Because you didn't pay for the first 2 years.
That helps. Your parents will be very happy. Yeah. so that's so basically that's Orange Coast College for you. Great school. Again, people really like it. And then the Fairgrounds is kind of a cool area too. So this is areas where you're gonna get like swap meets. And that's not a small swap meet. I think it's 400 vendors sometimes, so it's a pretty good sized swap meet itself.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you also have like events, and especially like you have concerts playing there. You also have the Orange County Fair, which is there, which actually is a legitimately large fair. It's not. I'm not sure if it's as big as Del Mar, but it's probably it's pretty.
Not. Well, I'm from San Diego. The Del Mar Fair is just
she's always
giant.
bragging about San Diego.
Del Mar Fair is just this giant fair that they have every year. But no, the Orange County Fair is a nice fair.
Yeah, and they have actually really good performers there too.
Yeah, they have good concerts.
Yeah.
I think like Trevor Noah is coming out there. So.
I'm not sure for the fair though.
Not for the fair, just for a comedy show.
Yeah. So basically, you have that OC Fair and Event Center, which is really cool, and then on top of that, this whole central spot, you have like really cool houses right around here, and then people really like Mesa Verde. So. I would say
show where Mesa Verde is.
Yeah, and so I would say the two ritzier parts of Costa Mesa are basically East Side Costa. Oops, wrong way. Let's try that again. East Side Costa Mesa here, and Mesa Verde here. And so Mesa Verde, which was nice, it's very convenient. The 405 freeway is right here, which is one of the major freeways in all of Southern California. And you're right next to Huntington Beach, Fountain Valley, so it's very centrally located. And these houses here, again, built a lot of the 60s, 70s, like ranch-style homes, but over time, they've certainly, gotten bigger and taller and larger. Yeah. And so it's, again, a very, very nice area here for sure. So this is like, Mesa Verde, basically.
Yeah, and Sean just circled, and then there's Tokyo Central. You can see the Tokyo Central right there, and then Mitsuwa Marketplace. So for whatever reason,
right there.
For whatever reason, Costa Mesa has, I think, 3 Japanese grocery stores. So
yeah, and 2 pretty large ones.
Yeah.
And again, so you have a nice variety. So between the organic foods, Japanese foods, normal grocery stores, like you got a lot of options for sure.
Yeah.
And then obviously. So we're kind of handling here, but a little bit of Costa Mesa actually bleeds a little bit north of this. So just north of the 405 freeway is not, to me, forgotten, because we have a little thing called South Coast Plaza right here, which is one of the most amazing shopping centers in the world.
Yes, I love South Coast Plaza. It just makes me happy.
It's just the flow of it is amazing. It's a huge mall. I mean, it's not like Mall of America huge, but... but it's a large mall though.
I'm not even a shopper. I'll just go there and walk around.
In fact, when you were pregnant, we would actually go, because we lived actually very close by here in South Coast Metro, and we just said, let's just go on a walk, and we would just do walks in South Coast Plaza, and get just the vibe, the feel. It's so nice, and
they have great restaurants in there too.
Great restaurants. Yeah. I mean, in fact, it's 2 of your favorite dumpling places are there. So Din Tai Fung, which is this huge chain, as far as like it's a Taiwanese cuisine.
Yeah, supposedly the one in Taiwan is 1,000 times better than the one here.
I think whatever's here is fantastic, but again, I guess they're the original.
According to my friends that have gone.
Yes. Yeah. Well, or they have to justify going there and having there, so they must be better there, I suppose.
That's true. And then they also have Paradise Dynasty, which is also dumplings, but it's a chain from Singapore. So
yes,
both are excellent for different reasons. I think Paradise Dynasty might have some dishes are better than Din Tai Fung, and then I'd say Din Tai Fung has other dishes that are better.
Yeah, and what's great about South Coast Plaza, what I really love about it, is that it's not just high-end stuff, which it does have a lot of. You have Saks Fifth Avenue, you have Hermes, you have Chanel, you have Armani, you got all the high end stuff you could ask for, right? I mean, it's all there. But on top of that, what you have is that you got normal shops, right? So it's kind of rare to kind of have such a nice mix. You have like Forever 21, you have Gap, you have Banana Republic, you have normal stores as well, as far as like, more frequently shopped, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And so you got plenty. You've got Macy's and stuff, and Nordstrom's too. So it's just got everything covered. It's just so nice, and it's an indoor mall. So on those rare occasions when it does rain, it's a great mall to go to. But even when it's a nice sunny day, like it's so wide. You don't feel. I mean, and again, it gets people flowing in there. The amount of money going through South Coast Plaza is kind of crazy.
It's
And then so with South Coast Plaza being just as amazing as it is, one of the areas I really like a lot too is basically the Wimbledons, and this area here's these houses.
This whole South Coast Metro area, you want to talk about that because it is kind of a little pocket of value, I would say.
And it's kind of a combination of Costa Mesa and a little bit of South Santa Ana here.
Yeah.
And so the value here, in my opinion, is very, very high because you're surrounded by places that are much more expensive, right? You have Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley to the west of you, and then to the east of you. So into the east of you, you got you have Irvine,
yeah.
and then to the south of you, you have Costa Mesa and Newport. So this whole area around here is all very expensive. And this area just offers, for where it is and how convenient it is to get to, it's one of those places that I can see 20 years down the line people going, wow, can you believe that it was as cheap as what it was, basically.
Yeah.
And then within here though, like the Wimbledons is really cool because it's again close to that whole South Coast Plaza vibe, and the Wimbledons is right here in this little pocket. These houses are so cute. They have nice size house. They're good size. They're like, I would say between 1,500 to 2,500-ish square feet, 2-car garage, 3-car garage. And you just you have some land, and it's not big land, right? I mean, you're not really getting, most of Costa Mesa, you're not getting big swaths of land. That's just not really how it is. It's kind of a suburbia that predated Irvine. It was kind of like Irvine before Irvine, but without all the community amenities.
You probably have more of a yard than you'd get in Irvine.
Oh, for sure. Again, it seems like the rule of thumb is the older you go, the bigger the yard, and that's certainly the case here. Actually, a friend of mine, one of my best friends, my best friend from high school, basically lives really close to here, and basically they have a huge backyard.
They do. They have a really nice backyard.
Yeah, and the Wimbledon's really cute. Again, these houses here, and actually we could probably go to people just really like the Wimbledons because it's so close to South Coast Plaza.
Yeah. And then I would say Costa Mesa, square mile for square mile, is probably has the best restaurants in Orange County. I don't know why, just for whatever reason, it just has so many good restaurants.
Yes.
For example, Taco Maria
is one of a couple of Michelin star rated restaurants.
Yes.
And that's right around here.
Yes, and it's also my favorite restaurant in all of Orange County.
It's really good. I mean, it's basically this, take on Mexican food, really high quality ingredients, just tastes so good.
So good, yeah.
And it's just really, and it's actually not going to break the bank either. When you can think of a Michelin star restaurant, you're going, okay, how many hundreds of dollars am I going to be out?
Yeah,
and you certainly can spend some money, but you don't. I mean,
so what do you think? Like if a dinner, how much did? Because we went to dinner there recently. What did we spend? Like $200?
Yeah, 150, 200.
And usually when we go, we're not skimping. We're getting.
Although we don't really get alcohol, so that's kind of cheating. Because
that's true. But we make up for it with food. Let's just say
we don't. There's not much talking. Yeah. When we're going to these dinners, we're not going, oh, let's just take in the atmosphere. We're like going, how do we wolf this in before our hypothalamus tells us that we're stuffed?
And so the waitress definitely is happy by the time.
Yeah, because we're just in and out. Yeah. We're just like, we're not taking it all.
Yeah, and
we have kids at home. We got to get home.
Otherwise we're paying more for the babysitter. Exactly. So, we just got to wolf it down.
Yeah, so so that's one of the Michelin star rated restaurants. Another one actually that's around here too is that right around in this vicinity. You got another Michelin rated restaurant.
Hannah Ray, yes. This is a sushi place.
And now that one is expensive.
Yes, and I've never gone. I have a very good friend who is a food critic, and so she can get into a lot of places for free, but they don't do marketing, so she couldn't get me in there. So I've never gone.
But so all we hear that's really, really good. And actually in Costa Mesa as well, which we actually went to, was Fermentation Farms, which was ranked number 3 on Yelp's top 100 restaurants
in the whole country.
In the country, right? Which are going nuts, random. And
that's more like extremely
it's like kind of in the vicinity here. Yeah.
And it's very healthy. You know, it's like grass fed. They have a lot of like bone broths. They have, you know.
And honestly, it sounds weird, but this tuna melt sandwich that they had, it's like line caught, like wild tuna, and it's on sauerkraut.
Yeah, they have sauerkraut.
And it was actually fantastic.
Well, because, you know, Fermentation Farm, right? So they sell a lot of yogurts, coconut yogurts, fermented vegetables, sauerkraut, and man, their sauerkraut was so good.
Yes.
And that's actually one thing about the American diet is that we don't get much fermented food, and that's you know, something that's actually very good for you.
We need more sauerkraut in our diet.
And we actually do.
So so that's basically what we have kind of as far as the restaurant scene. Really, really good. Honestly, it's hard to argue that there's a more perfect city than Costa Mesa.
That's true.
Only because it's just got, so you got shopping, as much shopping as you could ask for, right?
Well, and also the entertainment right next to South Coast Plaza because it has the Segerstrom Center, it has the South Coast Repertory.
Yeah, in this vicinity here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got, so you have entertainment. Obviously, it doesn't have the big, like, you don't have sports teams and stuff, although the Chargers do practice there, but it doesn't have, like,
aren't
big...
the Chargers headquartered there?
Yeah, I think so, and then...
but the Chargers are just sad.
She's from San Diego.
I'm from San Diego, yeah.
Yeah, so...
San Diego native.
Yeah, we took it from you. So, basically...
And now they just don't have fans.
Yeah.
Sad. My poor
Well, I guess,
Chargers.
they do have a really good quote. Okay, so, on another note, but basically, so you don't have big sports teams here necessarily, but good news is that not very far away, Anaheim's right here. So basically,
that's where you have the Angels.
Yeah,
and the Ducks.
Yes, and then just a little bit farther northwest, you obviously are going to have your LA sports teams, which are crazy. You have the
Lakers. Sean, lifelong Lakers fan.
Yeah.
It's hard to be living in Orange. Obviously, if you're an Orange County transplant, you might not like the Lakers. But if you grew up in Orange County like Sean, you're going to be a Lakers fan.
Yeah, so you're like, so you're not, again, you're not close per se, but,
but
so for some of the best.
Like how, because we've obviously seen a few Laker games, and you'd be surprised how quickly you can actually get there.
Yeah, and between between the Rams, the Lakers, you have the Kings, you have the Dodgers, of course. So you got tons of sports teams in LA, of course. But within, again, very short trek to Anaheim, you also have two, very successful franchises in the Anaheim Ducks and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Yeah. So that's our tour of this wonderful little city of Costa Mesa.
Yeah, and you got to, and just so you know, Costa Mesa, like everything, there's hit and miss areas. There's places that have better schools or worse schools. Again, obviously it depends on what your needs are.
By the rankings on niche.com,
yes.
yeah.
And so it's one of those things where depending on what's important to you, whether it's Costa Mesa or some other city surrounding it, you got to reach out to us because we want to make sure that we hear what your goals are and help you achieve those goals.
Yeah, for sure. So that's it. That's our video, our full map tour of Costa Mesa.
The most perfect city possibly in the country, if not the world.
Yes, with the most perfect, most pristine weather you're ever going to find on this planet.
So if you find that property in Costa Mesa or anywhere in Orange County that just looks amazing to you, want to check out and want to go see, you got to reach out to us. So either give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back. Is it going?
It is.
Okay. So that's it. That's our video, our full map tour of Costa Mesa.
The most perfect city possibly in the country, if not the world.
Yes, with the most perfect, most pristine weather you're ever going to find on this planet.
So if you find that property in Costa Mesa or anywhere in Orange County that just looks amazing to you, want to check out and want to go see, you got to reach out to us. So either give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.
Okay, and actually what I